will be available online. Allow me to add our national points. First, we must build on positive actions. The entry into force of the TPNW marks a new beginning to establish a comprehensive norm and international mechanism against nuclear weapons. We look forward to participating in the first state parties meeting and call upon all states to contribute constructively. The extension of the New START Treaty is a welcome development. It should serve as a start toward total elimination of nuclear weapons. The consensual adoption of the OEWG report provides momentum for continued inclusive dialogue to strengthen cybersecurity. We hope the conclusion of the GGE will complement the OEWG's deliberation. Second, we need to inject momentum of action. We call on Annex 2 states to sign and ratify the CTBT as a crucial nuclear disarmament building block. Regarding the SONFES, we call on all states to make intensified efforts to resolve all outstanding issues in accordance with the objectives and principles of the treaty. We urge the NWS to sign and ratify the treaty's protocol at the earliest. On the Middle East, zone free of nuclear weapons and all other WMD, Indonesia also underscores that the comprehensive IAEA safeguards should be adhered to unconditionally in the region. All NPT state parties should not promote any narrative of exceptionalism. Indonesia reiterates its support for ongoing efforts toward the full and effective implementation of the JCPOA by all sides. Third, we must address concerning developments. The failure of convening substantial session of UNDC for 3 consecutive years has greatly eroded the disarmament machinery. All states should redouble its effort to ensure the convening of UNDC. On the recent UK's nuclear weapons policy, Indonesia calls on all WS to refrain from any action that would run counter to the NPT spirit and objectives. In our region, increased presence of power projection assets, including through the recent AUKUS partnership, raises serious question about the state of arms race and commitments to nuclear non-proliferation obligation. Indonesia reiterates its call for a complete, verifiable, and irreversible denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Mr. Chair, we reaffirm that all weapons capable of massive and indiscriminate destruction are inherently immoral. We need to provide the institutional arrangements of relevant instruments with adequate resources, mandates, and independence in their work. We underscore that the threats to and from space systems should be comprehensively addressed. Promoting transparency and capacity building is key to reduce misunderstanding among states. We also underscore the importance of a legally binding instrument. Mr. Chair, this year we commemorate the 60th anniversary of the first NAM Summit. NAM founders resolutely rejected the view that war, including Cold War, is inevitable. This view reflects a sense of both helplessness and hopelessness, and is contrary to the progress of the world. Thus, we must equally reject such view from reverberating in this committee. Instead, we should cooperate to advance disarmament for global peace and prosperity. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I thank Ambassador Mohamed Koba, Ambassador Chargé d'Affaires ad interim of Indonesia. Now I have the pleasure to give the floor to His Excellency Eckbold Vorshilov, Permanent Representative of Mongolia. Ambassador, you have the floor.
Mr. Chair,